The title of today's video comes from 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then cometh sudden destruction upon them. But of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for ye yourselves know perfectly the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. So, which of the Lord's three appearances is this describing? I'm going to say that it's the first, to his saints here in America, an appearance that only Latter-day Saints know about or will be expecting. The rest of the world only knows that he will come to Jerusalem. But how can the Lord possibly come unexpectedly as a thief in the night at the Battle of Armageddon, where an army of 200 million are going to lay siege to Jerusalem for 42 months? The whole world knows that Christ will come and rescue his Jewish brethren at the conclusion of the 42 months, right? So where's the surprise in that? How is there room for anything unexpected to happen? How can it be said that he will come as a thief in the night at Jerusalem? And the answer to my question is that the Lord will come first to a completely different location and time and set of circumstances that the world at large will simply not be looking for. The members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints are the only ones who will be prepared and looking for the Lord's appearance here in America. Paul wrote this passage specifically to us because we are the only ones who would understand it. And for the rest of the world, this first appearance will come as a complete surprise. It will come as a thief in the night. And the world will say, who is this that cometh down from God in heaven with dyed garments? Yea, from the regions which are not known, clothed in his glorious apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. Continuing with verse 4. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are the children of light and the children of the day. Ye are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. The world is presently embroiled with the perplexities of wars and rumors of wars, but soon, very soon, they will come to think that they have found a solution and will say to themselves, peace and safety. And when they do this, it will be a sign that sudden destruction shall come upon them. And what will this sudden destruction look like? Ezra Taft Benson said, but on the other hand, if the Gentiles on this land reject the word of God and conspire to overthrow liberty and the Constitution, then their doom is fixed, and they shall be cut off from among the people of the covenant. The great destructive force which was to be turned loose on the earth, and which the prophets for centuries have been calling the abomination of desolation, is vividly described by those who saw it in vision. Ours is the first generation to realize how literally these prophecies can be fulfilled now that God, through science, has unlocked the secret to thermonuclear reaction. Here, Elder Benson tells us what will happen to the wicked Gentiles in this land when they conspire to overthrow liberty and the Constitution. And in addition to telling us that their doom is fixed and they shall be cut off from among the people of the covenant, he tells us that this coming destruction is the abomination of desolation. and suggests that it will be thermonuclear in nature. What could be more sudden or destructive than that? In Joseph Smith Matthew, we see the relationship of the abomination of desolation to the Lord's second coming. We read, "And again shall the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel be fulfilled. And immediately after the tribulation of those days shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory." As frightening and unnerving as this all sounds, for the elect there is a silver lining. In verse 37 we read, "And he shall send his angels before him with the great sound of a trump, and they shall gather together the remainder of his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other." And where will these angels take the elect at this time? The answer is that the heavenly New Jerusalem will descend with Christ, and he will come and dwell with us. From Revelation 21, we read, "And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them and be their God." So when the Lord makes his first appearance, it will be to the elect. He will bring the heavenly New Jerusalem with him, and we shall be his people, and he will be our God. Our safety and security will be assured from that time forward. In summary, when Christ comes as a thief in the night, it will be to his elect here in America. The world at large will think that peace has been achieved, but then sudden destruction will come via thermonuclear warfare. This is the abomination of desolation that will just precede the Lord's first appearance and the coming of the New Jerusalem. The Lord will send out angels to gather the elect to the New Jerusalem, where he will dwell with them. The elect will see these events coming if they study and understand the wars that will lead up to the abomination of desolation. The rest of the world will not be prepared for this or see it coming. It will come upon them as a thief in the night. This brings us to the close of today's video. If you feel so inclined, please leave a post or ask a question, and we'll do our best to respond. Catch you in the next episode.